and welcome back to the RationalInvestor.com's Daily Brief Recap. Happy Tuesday we're live and kicking. Kevin told me that he attached the raffle sign up to this video description, so be sure to check that out if you're interested. Also, we do have the free 30-day trial. We had a nice long rant by Brian today in the broiler, or what was this? This was a daily brief today. People seem to like what I had to say. Not quite sure what I talked about. Obviously, end of massive cycles. Brian jumping up and down about planets crossing. It's kind of cool to see as many people in the public talking about the Jupiter-Saturn cross yesterday on social media and YouTube videos and stuff. Do you see a lot of people talking, end of the world, repent, Jesus gonna save us? I would actually take the exact opposite view and say this actually is the worst it possibly can get. And now we just got 20 years of good times ahead of us, so that's good. Those generational fear cycles are such a pain in the ass to get through, so I'm so happy. In fact, going through the whole sort of watching all the event and everybody talking on social media, I felt just a sense of relief. Finally, it's over. So I remember in 2000, last one, I was like, fuck, we got 15 years, 17 years of this shit ahead of us. And now it's done. It's quite remarkable. I don't know whether it's in our best interest to try and pick tops and bottoms and predict, hey, markets will stop going up here and stop going down there. It's usually a mug's game. I just simply like to force myself to come in at the bottom end of ranges and buy, and, if they start doubling and tripling and quadrupling, all right, well, I guess I'll ring the register, take some profits. Why not? So I was very busy today in this frothy market, taking a lot of profits. Holy bejesus. I couldn't believe how many doubles I got off today. Even got off quadruples. So what the hell, hey? Make money while the sun's shining, as my old buddy Jack used to always say. It's interesting how it was snowing here in Vancouver yesterday, so we couldn't see the Jupiter-Saturn cross, but now it's bright blue sky. So go figure. Crazy weather. I suppose, the kids should be happy. White Christmas. That would be nice. We don't usually get white Christmases here in the Pacific Northwest. All right. So, for you guys, obviously, the corn, probably for most of this audience, is the primary focus. I think actually probably the way that I've been playing the corn through this cycle has actually been mostly through the stock market. But some of our crypto proxies are just exploding higher here today. So what the hell? Make money. Might as well. And the good part about those stock trades is they're in registered accounts, so I don't have to worry about paying taxes on them just yet. In fact, that account today just crossed 23. I guess about 114% year to date on the equity I have in the market. It's just ridiculous. But oh well. The problem here, of course, is, and I'm happy I'm making that money, so my account balance is going to go up. But, everything's a zero-sum game. What it means is all the prices in our society are going to go up. Loaf of bread's probably going to be $10 pretty soon, so all that money that I made in the market is just going to offset the rising costs of living. But anyway, hopefully you do have an ability to make some money. If you got to really pity the people that don't participate in the market, because they have no way to offset this, and of course wages aren't doing anything right now, so they're just getting screwed harder and harder and harder every day. It just gets worse and worse and worse. Oh well, like I said, this should have been the apex of this fear cycle. I think that the cycle actually pivoted 2.5, almost 3 years ago. But, with the Jupiter-Saturn cross, clearly that's sort of the public focus and the anxiety. So interestingly enough, the US dollar actually bottomed here. So all we've done over the past, since the COVID nonsense started, all we did was just, get over. They within a bull market, they just brought it back to Kvarkinator's level. So I do find it interesting at this point here, especially right on the Jupiter-Saturn cross event. I mean, this is ridiculous. And actually, I don't know whether I put a tweet out to it, but I was quite stunned that, whether it be gold or the US dollar or, oil, and there is your conjunct, and there is the trade that those guys, they set up following that event. We'll see whether this turns into a longer term bottom. I think it does, but that's just my opinion. What I think is going to happen here, there's 78.6. What I think is going to happen here is it creates some sort of fractal head and shoulders, and I often see that markets ultimately pivot off of my 78.6. So, as well too, I am shopping for Canadian dollar put options. I'd like to have some insurance on there, but the Canadian dollar is just collapsing right now. So, along with the commodity prices, which is, exactly what's supposed to happen through this shift. So, I don't know. US dollar, I think, is near some sort of pivot. The stimulus check has been cut. Actually, it wasn't nearly as big as I think a lot of people were kind of hoping for. And a lot of people are sort of saying, that's it, no more. So I wonder whether now the globe has to start saying, okay, well, we got to start doing some belt tightening because the Americans aren't going to fund us anymore. And there's been a lot of talk that there's serious US dollar shortage out there in the world. So we'll see. Stock market still very malaise following that Jupiter-Saturn cross event. I don't know why, but for some reason I thought it was the 23rd, but I'm hearing from a lot of people that it was yesterday. So anyway, we'll augment our thinking based on that. If anything, that dump yesterday and the dump yesterday in crude, maybe that's absolutely textbook perfect. Bonds, kind of still sideways. It could break either way. If the stock market does break down here, my hunch is bonds take off to the upside. Interesting how the gold just can't really do anything here. Put in a big, you can see Honkin Doji, which is in essence a diamond pattern. And I showed you the diamond in the gold, the silver. Actually, in the daily brief, we walked through the diamond and the Bitcoin. So you can't really make any decisions until this diamond actually resolves itself. I did notice that some of the little, geez, look at that. Yeah. Somebody else, actually. Yeah. Shiny object. Stay focused, Brian. All right, here we are. What have I got here? No, that's not the page I want to be on. Canadian dollar just get thumped here. So straight down. I got some bids working on some puts there. Of course, I have the US dollar calls, and I'd like to buy some more. So. Well, I can't remember where I was going with this. Oh well, doesn't matter. Let's see, what do we got here? All right, so stocks, malaise, big stocks, junior stocks just on fire. Of course, killing it. I think I got off like 6 doubles, quadruple, just nutso day. Oh yeah, that's right. The gold and the silver. Yeah, big diamond. Really nothing to do until that diamond resolves. Junior stock market just on fire. Banged out, like I said, bunch of doubles. So can't complain. Maybe a bit of a rotation. I did notice some people are getting interested in the value list that we have up on the site. Zach put together. We do have a TRI SOF meeting tonight, so should be a fun conversation with those guys. Make hay while sun shining. Bang out those doubles. Heading on over to the corn. Jupiter Saturn cross. Is that the catalyst? I don't know. I'm wondering whether now we actually have to go into one of these bow tie sort of scenarios. I remember back in the spring we were in one of these, where it just sort of bumps along through here. And really, diamond, just like the gold, just like the silver, can't really make any decisions on which way this thing's going until either that level up top or this level down below is broken. So for now, it is a big hurry up and do nothing. And it's interesting that the crypto stocks, they all jumping higher here. So I don't know. Maybe Bitcoin's got another leg higher. I certainly wouldn't be a buyer here, and I'm not a buyer of any of these crypto stocks here. You want to take these prices higher, I'm more than happy to sell you more stock up top. Sell halves on doubles. Just keep spoon feeding. So, here's an example of one. And I was barking about this guy being undervalued for so long. And now it's nice to see that at least the market's sort of saying, you know what? Maybe you were right. Boom. Also, really good example of, having multiple cars on it. Like, this is a really good example for TRI. I bought some here, sold half on a double, took that original capital, bought it back, and so now he has 2 cars running here. And of course, I got my own personal accounts running. So, like I said, it's a fantastic day. Also, too, this is a really good analogy of gap theory, which is something that we teach in our education program. And now I get the impression that actually this thing's still projecting and wants to go a bit higher here. So I might even get another double off for these guys up in this area. We'll see. Very bullish looking chart. The Mara, I'm more than happy. You want to take the price higher, I'll be more than happy to sell some more. You even know exactly where I am. You want my stock? Come and get it. So actually this is a stock that's been what I would consider kind of a sleeper. Kind of like how that hut was a sleeper. Now it's woken up. This guy's just been sitting here doing nothing. And you tell me, does that look like a chart that could pop here? And then actually a little VCIMer that happens to be in the space, he's starting to take off here today too. So I don't know whether crypto is really done. I'm not really going to call tops, not going to call bottoms. Certainly no bottom anywhere in sight here now. And they always say markets can remain illogical far longer than any of us can remain solvent. Oh, there it did. It broke out. There it goes. Look at that fucking chart, eh? Everybody cue the soundbite. Let's see, good old Foggy Buggy. Where's Foggy Buggy gonna take us here? And I, for whatever it's worth, I'm long from down here, so I'm laughing right now. This is, this whole silly society, I'm just laughing. This is nuts. All right, looks like we're in for $1.30. Nice, that's good. Go up and test that old high. I do believe I'll be banging out some more doubles here shortly. Look at that move. And actually, this was really cool because about a week or two, I came on this site and I was barking to people, but I don't think anybody heard me. Fantastic analogy of a key reversal. When I saw that, I was like, ho, 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 ho. And, ho, 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 that's what ho, 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 ho looks like. So, what a market, eh? It's just ridiculous. Yeah, the interesting thing is if you're just not in that one particular part of the market, a lot of this market is just blah. So, make hay while the sun's shining. Don't take no wooden nickels. Try and trade your setups. This is another awesome one. Look at that. This was one of Jamie's. Jamie gave us this idea. Oh, thank you, Jamie. Hugs and kisses. Free position. Cha-ching. There's another one of Jamie's ideas. Look at Foggy Buggy just sitting up here. Foggy Buggy's going, come to me, baby. And of course, we're logged from down here, so I tell you, man, fish, barrel, bang. This game's almost getting a little too easy. Look at this cool one. Look at that W, fish, W, buy the frickin' W.com, bang. Foggy Buggy, 50% levels again. Look at the gaps up here. Oh, goodness. I know I'm going a little nuts here today, aren't I? Kevin's laughing at me right now. This is crazy. It's like It's nuts. But what the hell, eh? I mean, like I said, look at this little cute one. I mean, look at these funky up here. I mean, this is easy money. It's ridiculous. Anyway, enjoy it. They don't. Oh, there's another one of my rocketers. Look at that guy go. Jesus Christ, we're long from down here. Oh, goodness. You know what? I think I probably should just wind this up. This is nuts. What's my message for you? Don't take no wooden nickels. Play from a position of strength. Don't go chasing markets that have gone fucking apeshit here. Because it's going to be tough to get doubles off. I mean, what? Is Bitcoin going to $46,000 tomorrow? I doubt it, but I don't know, maybe. But I can't buy that. Gotta let it clean up. And really, as you can see, this just looks like a mess. But, you know, they want to run up the stocks that are in this space now that this thing is all bid up and frothy and everybody in the public's chomping on the bit. Great. You can buy my stock off me. You know exactly where to find me. Interestingly enough, you know, we're getting some sort of warning shots coming out of the U.S. government that there is a war coming on crypto here down the pike. So, as I said there, I don't know whether I said this to you guys, but I do believe that the 1%, the institutions, all that, they want Bitcoin. Bitcoin's not fucking going anywhere. It is part of the system. The altcoins, I don't know. This is, you know, day by day kind of, you know, guessing whether these things still survive. And I'm not quite sure how the higher-ups are going to handle this DeFi craze. I get the impression that the U.S. government, the only thing they care about, they want their tax. So they want their cut. They're a mafioso. They couldn't give a fuck with what you do with the money, just as long as they get their VIG, right? You get the VIG, they're happy. No VIG, break your legs. It's really that simple. So, you know, what I'm worried about is, of course, the crypto zealots. They are audacious enough to go, fuck you. And the problem is, of course, if you invest in that kind of idea and the U.S. government goes, excuse me, it could just disappear. So just be aware of that. Be careful with your money. You know, if you can find utility, if you can find that the network is growing dramatically, I think the story and the capital gain takes care of itself. And you are going to have to pay your taxes. It's just that simple. There's no way around it. So, you know, just going and blindly buying a cryptocurrency and expecting to make money on it, I think that's foolhardy. I think that's asking for trouble. Be selective, be careful, and ironically enough, from a trading perspective, I might argue that there's actually a bit of a risk premium built into the alts right now. We'll see what happens. I mean, if the corn rolls over here and this is the top, then obviously these guys are going to come off. If the corn can consolidate and just keep grinding its way higher, then I'm sure it's going to pull these guys back up. But there's no value as far as I'm concerned. With an index that's sitting up in reload short zones looking like that, right? Value to me is down here. So, you know, be careful, go slowly with your altcoin ideas. Okay, I think I'll leave the rant at that. Sure hope you got some value out of it. Slow and steady wins the race. Bang out those doubles, triples, quadruples. Make sure to pay yourself for your hard work. If you need some help trying to build those kind of plans to set yourself up to do exactly that, that's why we built the school. I was specifically asked to build the school to service this very underserved audience that desperately needs help. And, hey, I want to participate, but nobody's bothering to tell me the rules. We at TRI will tell you the rules, and we'll help you learn the rules so you get to the point where you're not emotionally investing in this stuff. You're just running your small business of trading, making money from trading. So, okay, everybody, have yourselves a great rest of your day. All the best, and bye for now.